My name's Clarissa Bash. I'm a resident of Simsbury. I was here at the volunteer fair, seeing what opportunities exist for me, my family, and even more importantly for the Ethel Walker School where I work and help to advise some of the student groups there. Came back with a bag full of possibilities that are really exciting, super diverse opportunities, indoors, outdoors, animals, people. Highly recommend coming down if you can. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Sarah Loudoun Slager. I work at Simsbury Public Library in the Business Resource Center, and I'm happy to help organize this event along with our state rep, John Hampton, with the Simsbury Tourism Committee, and with the help of all of the wonderful organizations in town. We had over, I think, 28 local organizations here today, and we got a great turnout of people attending the event. We have families with their kids, people of all ages, so happy to have this event and celebrate National Volunteer Month in April by getting out there and joining your local organizations and helping out.
I'm Karen Hanville, the station manager for Simsbury Community Television. SCTV has been around since 1984. We have 3 channels, a public, educational, and government channel with different programming on all 3 channels, which you can find on our website, simsburytv.org. And we have volunteers that produce programs for the public channel, and we cover a fair amount of the municipal meetings that the town of Simsbury does on the government channel.
So would you like to tell us about opportunities for volunteers?
Hi, I'm Debbie Payne, a board member, and we couldn't operate without our volunteers. And today we're here hoping to generate some interest in volunteering for SCTV. There's a variety of ways that volunteers can help. Here are some of our basic needs. We need volunteers to operate remote cameras in the Simsbury Town Hall from an iPad. Another way is in-studio volunteers to operate cameras remotely. And another way would be our mobile volunteers. They'd be using the portable camera and they'd be out in the field recording all kinds of community events. And I'm thinking of upcoming Memorial Day Parade. That's an example of an important event that we want to have coverage of. Whatever you'd like to do, we'd be interested in hearing from you.
Hi, my name is Susan Ray. I'm the head of adult services here at the Simsbury Public Library, and we're here at the volunteer fair. The library can always use volunteers. We have teen volunteers who help out with our TAB advisory committee. They'll be having their Into the Summer kickoff party on May 22nd. The teens also plan programs. They help with programs. We have volunteers here that shelve books. They process books. We had our repair cafe. They volunteered to fix things for us. A lot of the Lions Club comes and helps us out with our coffee house every Friday. Coming up, we have our mini maker fair on May the 5th. That's a big volunteer effort there. You can always pick up our calendar of events at the library at any time from May to June now.
Good morning, I'm Jane Welshel. I'm the current president of the Simsbury Women's Club. We are a member of the Federated Women's Club, which is a national organization. Nationally, it advances women's and children's causes, and locally, we really concentrate on scholarships. We have 3 scholarships we give out to high school children, and 1 we give out to an adult woman who's going back to college. We participate in lots of town activities, and we're grateful for the opportunity to be of help to our community.
Good morning, I'm Susan Levin, and I am with the Simsbury Junior Women's Club. We're here today to talk about the Junior Women's Club and welcome anyone who might be interested. We focus on philanthropy in the community and the surrounding communities. We do a lot of opportunities. We currently work with the ABC Center in town. We do a lot of Meals on Wheels program, in which case we give to members of the community that are less fortunate. And we do a lot of donations to Hartford students, to Simsbury students, everything from winter coats for cold weather. We do a lot of food drives. We work with a lot of the younger ladies in Granby for housing opportunities. And we also do a lot of business opportunities, Dress for Success, where we help ladies put together clothing to wear for business opportunities they may have.
Hello, I'm Lisa Gray, Executive Director with Simsbury Chamber of Commerce. I'm here at the Volunteer Expo at the Simsbury Public Library today, here to recruit some volunteers for our many programs and benefits that we offer through the Simsbury Chamber of Commerce. We have so many opportunities to become involved in your community. Everything from everybody's favorite Simsbury event, the Simsbury Spooktacular Chili Challenge, to opportunities to hone your office skills in our office, helping out with office work. We have lots of committees and task forces that are always working on different programs and events and can always use an extra pair of hands or fresh ideas. So please give us a call anytime. We'd love to see you and talk to you. Thank you.
I'm Bob Pierce. I'm the president of the board of Simsbury A Better Chance. What we do is we take fellows from mostly regionally, bring them to Simsbury and put them through 4 years of Simsbury High School. These are fellows of color, and so our goal is to increase the college-educated population of men of color throughout the United States. You could join the board of directors as a volunteer. You can be an academic advisor. You can be a host family for one of the students. Or you can just be a volunteer at large for the organization and do things for us.
How does the fire company serve the community?
Well, the fire company is made up of volunteers from Simsbury, aged 15 and up. We have a junior firefighter program and a regular firefighter program from 18 and up. It's made up of your neighbors. We respond to emergency calls for fires, car accidents, rescue type scenarios. And so that's what we do. We respond to the calls. We're 100% volunteer.
Yeah, we are here on behalf of the Simsbury Republicans, the volunteer and nominating subcommittee. We always look for volunteers for the various boards and commissions that the town has, anything from aging and disability all the way to the zoning commission. So please contact us either through the town website, the volunteer form, or the Simsbury Republicans, that's GOP.com.
We're from the Theater Guild, and we put on a fall musical, a spring play, 6 staged readings. We actually are going to have performances up at Newgate Prison as well. And for volunteers, we really could use help in the technical department. Someone to learn how to run sound, someone to learn how to run lights. We're looking for builders. We're pretty good on house duties, but if you're interested in helping out, we are very much a family, and we really love each other and have a lot of fun. We have a social membership program, so there are cookouts and cast parties, so a lot of fun and a lot of work. So we hope you'll join us. Thank you.
We're here with two lovely ladies who are involved in the old Drake Hill Flower Bridge. They'd love to tell us all about what they do and what volunteers can do for them.
The Flower Bridge is off Hot Meadow Street on Old Bridge Road. You go to, and it was started in the 1990s by a woman who named Dominique Avery, and then they got a grant to put boxes and baskets on the bridge. And now we have 94 baskets and boxes on the bridge, and we're always looking for volunteers. You don't have to be a gardener, just someone that would enjoy the quiet of the bridge, the beauty of the bridge. So we have different jobs that we do. The bridge has flowers on it from Memorial Day to into October, November, the first frost. But we hope you come enjoy the bridge and volunteer when you get a chance.
So we're here with Laura from the Friends of Hubeline Tower, and I'd love to hear about your program and what you do and what volunteers can do for you.
So Friends of Hubeline Tower is a nonprofit organization. What we do is help create and raise funds for the tower so that we can restore it back to its original splendor. Volunteer opportunities are amazing. So much fun to volunteer at the tower. A big misconception I want to get out of the way from the get-go: you don't have to hike up to volunteer for the tower. It's a privilege, you get to drive. Our biggest need are gift shop volunteers. So the gift shop is open Thursday through Sundays. They are 2 shifts a day. You can pick an early morning shift or an evening shift. And you can pick 1 shift a week, 1 shift a month, or twice in a season. We just love to have people up there volunteering. We also have event volunteers. So visit our website, www.friendsofhughblind.tower. Come on up, but more importantly, go to that website and sign up and learn more.
Hi, I'm Tim Push. I'm one of the board of directors of the Simsbury Meadows Performing Arts Center, and I'm here today to look for volunteers to help us in our 501c3 organization. And we have a number of activities that we need help with, especially in the area surrounding our events that we have at the Performing Arts Center. And we have many events scheduled for this summer, and we sure could use some help in a variety of areas. They're sort of event-oriented, so it's not like you're committing yourself to more than just helping out at any particular event. You can go online at our website, SimsburyMeadowsMusic.com, and sign up to be a volunteer. And also you can see our schedule for the season, and we'd love to have you. So thank you very much, and we hope to see you out at Simsbury Meadows.
I'm Sandy Kramer, and I'm a member of the Simsbury Lions Club. We are an international service organization, and we service many different areas. Our primary concern is with vision of children. We do testing in the Simsbury schools, and many of the other Lions clubs do vision testing in their schools. We have a pancake breakfast coming up, which is a primary fundraiser, and the money that's raised goes to scholarships throughout the area. We need members, young members especially, and it's a wonderful organization, very friendly, lots of wonderful people.
We're here with Paula from the Simsbury Historical Society. She would love to tell us all about the Historical Society and what they do in the community.
Thanks, Diane. We are one of the leading locations in Simsbury for volunteers. We have a property right downtown with an original tavern as well as several other historical buildings. We look for volunteers who like history, who are passionate about Simsbury. We're very flexible. We have opportunities in our gift shop as well as docenting when we have events like Colonial Days. So we'd love to have you as part of our team, and we thank everyone here for this event.
We're approaching the 350th birthday of our town. So Cheryl and Steve and a whole bunch of other volunteers are putting together a wonderful celebration. How about telling us about it so we'll be sure to come?
Well, May 2020 is the 350th anniversary of the incorporation of the town of Simsbury. And Steve and I are part of the steering committee, which is going to help facilitate months of activities for our town to come together and celebrate this really important anniversary. So we're going to start in May 12th, 2020 is the official incorporation. We're going to kick off probably with an official ceremony at Town Hall, and then the Memorial Day Parade that year will be the first big community event. And we have the veterans organizations are already on the steering committee and starting to plan. We have the Historical Society, the Simsbury Land Trust, the Chamber of Commerce, SCTV. We've talked about doing a video history of
the
Simsbury.
Craft Beer Festival.
The Craft Beer Festival.
Multiple celebrations.
We have lots of
about
ideas.
And we're looking for volunteers.
So if there's
anyone interested in having a party,
that's right.
Be a part of us.
We're here to help, and we welcome everybody's participation.
We have Brian here from the Simsbury Volunteer Ambulance Association. He'd love to tell us about the services they offer and his need for volunteers.
So the ambulance provides 24/7 911 coverage for the town of Simsbury, and we're always looking for new volunteers. It's a significant commitment of training, but the feeling you get by helping people in their toughest moments is tremendously rewarding. So contact the association if you're interested in signing up.
So we have Ann here and her sidekick, Chris. Tell us a little about your services and what volunteers can do.
We have a lot of opportunities for volunteers at McLean. We have memory care, we have hospice, we have Meals on Wheels, and what we call general volunteers. That includes friendly visitors, includes people who are interested in helping out with ceramics programs, people who could help us just with special events. Like we have a program on Memorial Day and we need people to help us out transporting all our residents to our program there. So it's really only limited by your time and talents at what you could do at McLean. So we're happy to take most people here and just enjoy the gifts of their time that they're willing to share with us.
We're here with Marilyn from Tales of Joy. We'd love to know about your organization, Marilyn, and what they do and how you can use volunteers.
Well, thank you. We're here representing Tales of Joy today, which is a local association for pet partners for animal-assisted therapy. And animal-assisted therapy is an activity that has a lot of different varieties to it. I have been doing pet therapy for 20 years in the Simsbury area, and we are registered with Pet Partners, which is a national association of animal-assisted therapy. But locally, we work, as is evident by some of our pictures here at our booth today. We are regulars at Belden Forest Court. We're also regulars here at the Simsbury Library. We're going to be at the library this afternoon. Bo will be here at 1 o'clock. And families come and sign up, and the children come and read to the dogs. And so that's just an example of some of the things we do locally. And we're happy to take on any more volunteers in the organization, which is why we're here today.
Hi, I'm Rosemarie, and I'm a volunteer at Connecticut Cat Connection. I've been a volunteer probably since the beginning, which was about 7 years or so ago. We do rescues, take in rescue kitties, and the most important thing, find them their forever homes.
Connecticut Cat Connection is a no-kill shelter. We are always desperate for volunteers and funding. It's 100% volunteer. Nobody makes any money on any of the cats.
So if I were going to volunteer, what would I be doing as a volunteer?
Well, it's not glamorous for sure, but it is rewarding. I refer to it as the thing we need to do twice a day, AM and PM, is what I refer to as mucking crates, just like you do a horse stall.
Feeding, grooming.
So feeding, grooming, cleaning. And that happens AM and PM, and we rely on volunteers for doing that.
So we're here with the Rainbow Girls, and one of these lovely young ladies is going to tell us all about the Rainbow Girls and who could join.
IORG is a youth service organization for girls ages 11 to 21, but we also have a pre-group called Pledge for girls ages 8 to 10. We do a lot of community service, and we teach girls leadership, citizenship, and confidence so that way they're ready for life when they're older. We do a lot of service projects as pictured in our photos down here, and we also make a lot of new friends and have a lot of fun together as pictured in our photos over here. We meet twice a month on the first Tuesday and the third Friday of the month. And we have girls from all of our surrounding towns, Simsbury, Hampton, Avon. We serve all the girls of the Farmington Valley.
I'm Carol Walsh. I'm from North Central Area Agency on Aging. In particular with the area agency, I'm with the Senior Medicare Patrol program. I'm the volunteer coordinator, and if you turn the camera, you'll see three of my volunteers here today. You'll see Cheryl, Amina, and Joanne. So the Senior Medicare Patrol, we'll be having a training in June. We'll be having another training in June, but the volunteers, they're out in the community educating other seniors how not to get scammed, especially related to Medicare fraud. So we go to like senior fairs, senior housing, any kind of senior event we can get that message. We'll play fraud bingo. We'll do one-on-one counseling. We love to have new volunteers.
Okay, we're here with Susan and Denise from Gifts of Love. Susan would love to tell you all about the program and how they use their volunteers.
Thank you, Diane. Gifts of Love has been serving individuals from Farmington Valley and Greater Hartford area for 29 years, and we service what I call the gap population, people who are working but they don't have a livable wage, and they don't qualify for any state or federal subsistence. We are 7 employees and 500 volunteers a year that come and help us. And at the Gifts of Love office in Avon, the volunteers come and they escort the clients around and help them select their clothing, housewares, and food, as well as we have 2 people all day long managing the front desk, fielding the phone calls, scheduling clients, other people that come in just to stock shelves, go through the clothing, and then we have volunteers out at the farm who come out and they harvest, they plant, they muck the stalls, they feed the animals. So we have endless volunteer opportunities, and we welcome anyone and everyone to come out and help. The volunteers are the heartbeat of our organization.
Okay, nice to see you. WWH has been in service for 50 years. This is our 50th anniversary from 1968. We're community-based radio, non-commercial, and we cover 24/7, 365 days a year. There's someone behind the microphone. We're the only station that has someone live behind the microphone every day, every night, all year round. Well, right now, we need volunteers to work in our music library. We have over 100,000 CDs, and every week we get more. So we need someone to help us put them in order. We also need people to help us with our fundraiser, our biannual fundraiser in the fall and in the spring, to answer phones and pack up T-shirts. And finally, we have positions open at midnight and 3 a.m. if you wish to be on the air.
We have Laura here from the Farmington Valley Trails Council. Tell us about the trails and how you could use some volunteers.
Sure. We just started our season with the annual cleanup, so the trail is prepared and ready to go to get people out for riding and walking. We are always looking for volunteers. We have some rides and events that we have once a month through the summer. So we're always looking for volunteers to come out and help at the registration table or to lead or sweep during a ride, as well as some marshalling opportunities. We also have tables at the town events like Collinsville Hot and Simsbury Fly-In, and we're always looking for volunteers to come out and help us a couple of hours here and there to man those tables. Of course, like most groups, we're looking for volunteers to join our board. The Trails Council is a nonprofit, all-volunteer organization, so we're looking to increase our board. We're also looking for some volunteers to help us out with communication and publicity and trying to help us step up and update our technology to make things more efficient.
I'm here with Charlie from Councils to America's Small Businesses. He'd like to tell us about his organization and why they need volunteers. So Charlie, tell us a little about your organization.
SCORE is a national organization with over 10,000 volunteers and 300 chapters. We're affiliated here in Simsbury with the Greater Hartford chapter, and we have offices, or we do work out of about 10 different towns within the Hartford area, from Glastonbury and Rocky Hill all the way through Simsbury and Avon and West Hartford. We provide free and confidential counseling and mentoring for either small businesses or startups. And we're always looking for volunteers. either subject matter experts or if somebody simply wants to help with the administrative work. So thank you very much.
Well, we're here with two gentlemen from AARP Foundation Tax Aid Assistance. They'd love to tell us what they do for the community and why they need volunteers.
Well, the tax aid program is AARP in partnership with the IRS. We provide free income tax preparation service, and it's strictly a volunteer organization. AARP Foundation has about 10 paid people and 35,000 volunteers countrywide. So it is a volunteer-driven organization. We need all volunteers to take the training that's necessary to learn the tax laws, and then to come in and do the actual work. Is a free service. Is a free service for the members of our community. We're looking to expand our capabilities. I'm pleased to say here in Simsbury we had a record year this past season, and we're looking to try to increase our service to the community.
For volunteering, we all throughout the summer we do book sorting all year round, all during the summer in time for our annual used book sale in September. And our annual used book sale in September also has lots and lots of volunteers to help people check out or just sort books. We also use volunteers throughout the year for our different events, and also for books to your door if you want to deliver books to your door.
Hi there, Kelly McDaniel. I learned about a lot of different organizations, and I mostly learned that the people of Simsbury and our surrounding towns are really willing and ready to help a lot of organizations.
Okay, hi, Sean Murphy from Simsbury. Just leaving the volunteer fair today, and really happy about the number of opportunities that you have here in town, really in the valley, to donate your time and efforts, and actually learned a couple of things about some organizations I didn't even know existed. So it was well worth the time.
My name's Devani Haruda, and I'm a resident of Simsbury.
My name is Mako Haruda. I'm also a resident of Simsbury.
And we talked to a bunch of different tables at the Simsbury Volunteer Expo. And there are many more organizations than I knew had volunteer opportunities here in Simsbury.
Yeah, it was really good to hear about all the things, like the really good work that's going on here. My daughter was looking for opportunities to volunteer, but I was actually looking for opportunities for my students because I'm at the University of Hartford, a faculty member there. So we're looking for internships, and it was really nice to talk to people. So.
Hi, State Representative John Hampton. I'm proud to co-host the Simsbury Volunteer Expo with the Simsbury Public Library and the Tourism Committee. This is a wonderful event. Volunteerism, of course, is the cornerstone of Simsbury. We have a wonderful community that works with so many different groups, and we have so many different wonderful organizations in the community that provide service, whether it's healthcare or environmental groups, the volunteer fire or emergency services. There are so many opportunities to participate in volunteerism. And April is Volunteerism Month, so what a great way to celebrate Volunteerism Month by attending the Volunteer Expo, by signing up for volunteer opportunities. The Land Trust is here, the Theater Guild, you name it. So happy Volunteer Month, and thank you.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.